Well, let's do some Series 8 duels. The GP's a waste of time. Can't find it. Bummer. Oh well. Fuck this. Not interested. Got some dickheads play this game. Look, seriously. Why would you race around and not use your power unit? Stupidity. Junk. Hey dude, why a letter? I heard someone bought a tablet, you know, as though it's discovered something magical and new. I've been using a tablet for 2 years. The clerk and scenes. Oh, this is going to be good. I'll guarantee these two idiots go back. These two cars go back to go to dryers. Oh, bummer. It's not going back to dry, so they're going to stay on wets. Oh, well. Hey, Zinzin. Carolina. Not much. Just cruising my way through Series 8. Series 8's pretty easy, actually. If you can put up with the idiots with Series 12 parts. Trouble is, they have a Series 12 part, a Series 12 driver, but their cars are trash. I don't know, man. I don't know what what club does. If you want to join the club, look up a guy called Preco, Preco. He's the president. He's got a lot. He streams as well. Go to his YouTube. You'll get his what do you call it? His Discord. Go to Discord and put in a request to join the club. I'm up to 260. I'm doing good, Carolina. long time you took a little break from last season. I've done a few live streams since then, but I haven't done any GPs. They're just not worth it. I don't see the point in going to junior, burning through 80 boosts, and then even if you get a P1 you only get 51. And last year I went to junior in the first GP. Second GP I went to contender and I won. I got P1. And it completely screwed my season up. I got every GP, I was in the top group with guys that spent thousands of bucks. And I've got nothing against guys that spend money, believe me. But it just killed my GP season. It took me what, 6 months to win another GP? No, I don't see the point. I don't see the point in rushing through seasons. You know, you just end up with underpowered cars and overpowered team scores, because you've got to use top drivers and they just blow your team score out the window. Well, check this out. I'll show you this, right? Everyone says, oh, you get Series 8, you've got to use Lawson, right? I've been using these two since Series 6. If I do this, right? Hang on, we'll go to the car, right? Where's... Okay, same car, right? Same car. Look at the team score difference. And all because that setup's got Lawson. So it gives you 35 more team score, but your car's the same. So I don't see the point just yet. Not until you get Lawson up to like maybe 3 or 4. I don't see a problem, but, you know, only go high GPs if you're going to win. But, you know, the way Hutch have their groupings is stupid. So you can go to a high GP early, but you've either got to get a really bad score or get a top score and be prepared to be in the top group every week for the next 10 months. You know, last year was the year they changed the GP groupings, and yeah, I've never done any good in junior or challenger for some reason. I just never have. I've won 50 odd contender GPs, but I've never got more than a top 10 in the bottom 2. So I don't even bother with them anymore. And this year I may not even bother with contender. I might just wait till I get to a point where I've got a decent car for champs and go and play it. I just haven't decided yet. But I'm not burning boosts, just in GPs where you don't even if you get P1, you don't recoup your boosts. It's just not worth it. You know, and for the little amount of rewards you get, it's pointless as far as I'm concerned. If you look at mine, right? Look at these, right? Velocity. Series 5. You know, that's a Series 4. That's a Series 7. That's a Series 7. That's a Series 6. That's a Series 6. I don't even have a Series 8 part. You know, it's not about the series part, it's about the level of your parts. Do I or don't I quit? You know, are you going to make finals? What everyone says is get to the final and get a position like 80 and lower. Everyone swears that works. That way you don't screw up your groupings, and then you just keep building your parts, and eventually you'll get P1, but you know, I see people trying to manipulate groups all the time and it never seems to work. So from what I gather, if you can make it to the final round, great. But unless you're getting it just depends how you want to do it. It's personal choice. You know, do you want to race against the best people in the game? You know, if you want to race against the best people in the game, you're going to have to be prepared to end up in groups where there's 15 perfect scores, you know, in the final round. You know, towards the end of last year, in Contender, they were getting like 36 perfect scores in the final round. Like, imagine getting a perfect score in the final round and coming 36th. You know, and to really win those GPs, you've got to get a perfect score in all 3 rounds, and you'll have a chance. You know, I don't like how it depends on how many points you score overall. I think the final round should be points scored, fastest lap, that's it. Not, you know, I dropped 2 points in the qualifying round, so no matter how well I play from that moment on, I'm going to be P35. That really makes no sense. Well, it makes no sense to me. You know, but a lot of people take this game too seriously. You know, they play this game as if their life depends on it and they're going to win $1 million. I play it because it's fun. You know, if I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. till I crawl down to be P18. Oh, it's a tough choice. Like, you know, I don't understand people who get top 20s and their groups never get any harder. Like if I get a top 20, I'm in the top group, that's it, for the rest of the year. You know, and I'm racing guys, I would end up in GPs where if you don't get a perfect score, don't bother. You know, you drop 2 points in the qualifying round, you may as well give up because you're not going to win. The whole idea of this game is to win. You know, I personally think groups just should be random. That way everyone gets a chance of being in good groups and everyone has a chance of being in crap groups. You know, and you shouldn't have to play champs this week and then drop down to junior for 3 weeks and then go back to contender and jump around. You should be able to just get in a group, get in a particular level GP and play it, you know, and always have the chance of getting a decent result. You shouldn't have to play, what's the point of playing junior? Like, seriously. You know, if you're new to the game, great. Play junior. It gives you an idea of how the game works. But if you've been playing the game as long as I have, well, there's no point. You know, if groups were just random, like last year, I played the exact same top 10 in every group for 4 months. The year before, I played the same 5 people. And we all had a chance of beating each other. But then towards the end of last year, like, it was getting ridiculous. You know, 25 people in champs with perfect scores. Like, that's crazy. You know, imagine getting perfect scores every week and you're not even getting a top 20. I'm amazed they have new people play this game. This game is impossible for a new player. You know, they've made it so boost dependent. Like, how are you supposed to play? I've got 100,000 boosts. How is a newbie supposed to contend against me? Yeah, we're put in the same series. We're put in this, you know, we get the same team score. I'm going to kill them. And let's face it, if you're a new person to a game and you're not winning it, like a racing game like this is, if you don't win, you're going to get turned off the game real fast. You know, you've got to give the new guys a chance. You know, maybe they should have like a newbie GP. Now, even junior. Like, you know, first race of the year, you got a newbie and you got me, and we both enter junior. Who's going to win? I know every strategy. I know every track. I know how far tyres can go on each track. I know what tyre management does, what distance, what tyres to use, what drivers to use. How's a newbie supposed to deal with that? I'll check this guy out. Lawson and Alonso. But I'll guarantee his car's trash. Oh crap, the phone's going to die. Shit, forgot to plug it in. Hang on a sec. That's better. Well, no, you want an advantage. Like, you get a new guy that's not prepared to spend any money because he doesn't know the game. Why should he spend money on a game he doesn't even know? Then you get a guy like Azza, all right? Knows the game, knows everything about the game. Been playing it for years and years. All he's got to do is spend $50. He's instantly higher than the new guy. You know, like, and I'm only using as an example. There's plenty of people, like anyone that spends. You spend $50 in the first week, your parts are instantly higher than everybody else's. You'll end up with, you know, even if you've got people that play, what was I going to say?